Hey guys, it's Michelle here and welcome to the Blog channel. In this channel we focus on 3 things that I hold really close to my heart, and I know a lot of my subscribers hold to their heart, and it's education, life, and love. And in this video in particular we're going to talk about education, obviously, and if that's your model too, about like making everyone want to succeed, then make sure to subscribe and also join our poll that we have on Instagram. That's like our thing now, people. If you guys have been voting on that, thank you so much. This past poll that we had was on study tips and also on my desk, because I just got a new desk right here. And I'm going to do a desk tour later, but in this video I really wanted to do a study video because I myself have an exam tomorrow. I'm working today, I'm in a comfy mood. Homegirl didn't even do her hair today, and I'm wearing like a super comfy shirt because personally that's just how I like to study. So I thought study tips was super appropriate because I'm currently going through that myself right now. I have a marketing, dynamics, and organizations exam tomorrow, and it's on 4 chapters. I have this class every Wednesday from 6 to 10. I know this is too much information for an intro video, but I just want to say that I got you with study tips, especially for big ones and even short ones. I'll help guide you through that, so make sure again to subscribe, leave a comment down below what you think about my study tips, and if you guys have any to help the community out so that we can all succeed and we can all do this together, leave those down below. And nonetheless, let's just get started with this video. Alrighty guys, my first tip is actually going to be that you should know and learn your own learning style. For example, I am a tactile and visual learner, meaning that I like to learn with my hands, or like I have to be doing something in order to learn it, and that just obviously explains why I move a lot even in videos. I'm so sorry if that's distracting to you, but that's just how I am able to communicate and how I'm able to learn as well. And I'm also a visual learner, which means that I need to see things, I need to see people doing things, I need to imagine things, and using these both I will understand concepts and basically anything really well. 3 types of learning style, so your auditory, visual, or a tactile learner. You can also be a mix like me. It's really important to know because based on that you will format your studying, so that's why I am putting this as my tip number 1. The way that you're going to find out what kind of learner you are is by taking a quiz. So I don't have that with me right now. I found some great websites. I personally took the websites myself to make sure that they were credible. I already know my own learning style and I was able to see, hey, are these correct? So the first one is called, the website is called Education Planner. This one only got 1 answer correct. But what I liked about it and why I'm giving it to you is because it gave me tips on how to study, and I think this is going to be super beneficial to you guys, so I recommend this one. So for mine, it told me that I had to chew gum and also take some breaks, and I thought that was really on point because I also need to move while I'm studying and I do take breaks and they're short. The Education Planner, super on point with the tips, so I definitely recommend going to that one. The second website is called Quizani, and they got the answers correct, but they didn't provide study tips. I think that's really important to know, so head over to Education Planner for those tips and then check Quizani for your actual mix if that's correct. Now we're going to talk about tip number 2. Okay guys, the second tip that I have for you guys is to establish your note-taking method, and it has to be consistent. So not only do you want to establish your notes, but you also want to make them consistent. I have a video on how to take notes. I will probably put it in the link down below. Or here, I'll show you the little template or like the little thumbnail right here. I recommend you guys going to check that out because I use the Cornell Note system, and for me, if you are a tactile and a visual learner, it's the best mix for note taking because it's almost like a flashcard system. And I swear to you, I got, I think, a 3.7 GPA at community college, and right now I currently have all A's because of this like Cornell Note system. The point of this is that you're not wasting your time writing notes in class just because you're writing them. You should be learning and grasping that in your brain so that when you go home you can just look at it and be like, okay, I remember this, I remember this, I remember this, and you're not wasting time. You want to be efficient. It's the no time wasted strategy. My third tip following establishing your notes and making them effective so you're not wasting your time is to read effectively, because I also don't like to waste my time, is I only read the first sentence and the last sentence because I've noticed that the middle sentences are just examples, and textbooks will really just want to have the main idea in the beginning and reinforce it with a conclusion with how it connects to the next thing at the bottom. You will be fine if you just read the first and the last paragraph. I've been doing this, and if it's actually been cutting my reading time from an hour to like 15. The next tip is to practice consistently. If you plan when you're going to study and how much time you're going to study for, it does something to your brain where you actually learn and actually grasp everything a lot better than if you were just gonna randomly do it. So for big exams, like my first exam, I had 6 chapters. So you want to, for me, spread them out. Maybe study for 3 days for those big chapters for 1 to 2 hours each day. And this is actually not a lot. This is including breaks. You're not doing it all at once. And for smaller exams, you just want to do 1 or 2 hours of studying like the day before, and then on that same day of your exam you want to practice 30 to 40 minutes if you have time. If not, definitely the night before do that. This might work for me but not for you, because you have your own time, like your own mental time calculator. And what I mean by this is that some of us are faster or slower than others, so you're really going to want to know your own time calculator when it comes to practicing consistently and how much time. But if you're kind of like me and that might work for you, there you go. My last tips for studying is to attend all your study sessions. Those are really important. You'd be surprised on what you can actually get out of them. Next, you want to create your own study guide. If you want to see how I do my own study guide, let me know. Sometimes I will create flashcards. It's really, really, really rare that I will. Those are all my tips on how I genuinely succeed in my classes. But for now, please subscribe if you enjoyed and join the mblog fam on the mblog channel. I really want to get to 1,000 subscribers on my Instagram. It's just a little goal of mine by the end of the year. If it doesn't happen, it's cool, but it'd be cool. So help your girl out, people. I know you guys are like more tech savvy than I am. So that's it, and wish me luck on my exam.